Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yep, all three puppies are here. Of course, Gillis disappears all day and then comes back around supper time. So I don't know where he's going, but my neighbor John was by, and I mentioned to him that they had the people in that grow house over there were there for the weekend, riding some really expensive ATVs and UTVs and dirt bikes and all that kind of stuff. I think they've all left now since the weekend is over. But I did see Mom and Pop of the Puppies come by, and they were walking on the road out there. And one of them looked like this, but very big. And the other one looked like this, with short hair and a little bit smaller. So I think that's where these guys came from. So anyway, I spent 8 hours in here doing some organizing. And all I got done was I got part of the workbench cleared off. I got up my pegboard up here, and I got some tools hung and got them up off the bench so I could see what's going on here. But I still got to finish cleaning this off so I have a nice workstation. And then I'll be cleaning this one off next, but I've got to put some shelving in to handle the power tools. So over in this area, I put up another pegboard, and I started hanging a few things on there so I know where they are. And I'll be getting this all organized pretty soon. And then I want to put a shelf right here that'll handle my battery chargers for my cordless stuff. And I can put 3 or 4 chargers right across there. This, of course, is a power supply. And then I have a bunch of batteries. So I might put a second shelf just above that, just where I can stock batteries. And I think that'll work out pretty good. I got to go through these shelves and clear everything out. I got to sort through all of these screws and re-separate them out. I got probably $50 worth of screws all just spilled in the shelves there. And if I get those back into boxes, that'll save me some money down the line. Then, of course, it's been getting cold lately. It was 40 degrees outside when I woke up this morning. But I had already lit off my heater inside the cabin, and I set it at 68. Well, it never ran all night long at all. But when it was 40 degrees outside this morning, and I opened the door up to give some feed to the dogs, the cold air rushed in, and all of a sudden my heater kicked off. So it's only going to be chilly until Thursday, and then we're going back up in the temperatures again. But the chilly means 40s, low 40s, and stuff like that. So I can live with that. Anyway, that's what's done, and then I got to get down and clean all this shelving off and get things sorted out. I've got extra battery charges here and that stuff. And I got some more pliers and those things that all need to be sorted out. Some of the stuff is going to go back into the van. And I want to carry enough tools with me in case I have a problem. I can fix anything that I need to fix down the line. So, that's all said and done. It's a beautiful day, clear blue skies. A little on the cool side. Never did get much up over like the high 60s. And get that closed, everything closed here. And then I got to clean off this table and get that put away. And I think what I'm going to do is All of these pallets are all nailed, and they take a little bit longer to take apart. Those are all put together with screws. So I think I'm going to start on that pile. I'm going to break that pile down and get it all sorted out because whatever wood that comes off that's no good for building, I cut up and I use for firewood. But I don't usually use that much firewood, so I'll sell it to my neighbors who need it because they use wood-burning stoves to heat their house. So, there's the old carpeting from the van. I was going to save a piece to put in the dog coop, but it's really in bad shape, so that's just going to go to the dump on the next dump run. Chickens are all fed, and one thing I wanted to make note of is if you remember, I mentioned about adding aloe vera to the water for the chickens. Well, you take a frond, one frond, not a very big one, medium to small size. Cut it up in 1-inch chunks, put it in a blender, add 2 cups of water to that, and blend it up into a smoothie. I mean, you don't want any big chunks in there. You want to really break it down. Just get it down into a green smoothie. Now, I use those plastic and metal waterers for the chickens. So you pour that 2 cups into the waterer unit and fill it up the rest of the way with the 2 gallons of clear, fresh water. All right, then you put that in there and let the chickens drink that. And what a difference it makes in the egg laying. I mean, super clean eggs come out. The chickens seem like they got a lot more energy. And I understand that that'll also prevent Newcastle disease, which is a problem with chickens. And it also helps a little bit with their digestive systems. Now, just because I said that you could add it to their water, do not think that you can just chop up aloe vera and just toss it in there and let them munch on that. That's a no-no. Okay, that is a no-no. That will upset their stomachs and make them sick, and you don't really want to do that. So make sure you do it with the recipe I gave you, and once every 2 weeks or so, if the chickens are going under any stress or anything like that. If everything is fine, don't medicate. That's one of the biggest problems that people make. If you don't have a headache, don't take aspirin. So bottom line. Same with your chickens. If there's nothing wrong, don't give them antibiotics. Don't give them anything that's supposed to be healthy to fix problems, because you don't want to get them immune to stuff that makes them better. And that's one of the biggest problems with people too. People get in the habit of taking all kinds of over-the-counter drugs and pills, and it doesn't do anything good to you. It really doesn't. So you get a little headache, sit in a hot bath and relax. Don't just start throwing down over-the-counter meds. You want to stay healthy. All right, so that's about it. I went in and watered the garden today. A couple of my pears had fallen off the tree because of the cold. We're getting down to the 40-degree mark. So I did bring those into the house. I still have 2 more pears on the tree. Grasshoppers, locusts, or if you want to, whatever you want to call them, really doing a job on my plants inside there. They've eaten up the tomato plants like they're going out of style, and I've got a lot of green tomatoes on those plants. So I want to get the green tomatoes at least to a point where the star forms on the bottom of them, so that I can finish ripening those on a windowsill if I need to. But I'm going to hope that by Thursday the temperatures will go back up and everything will be fine. That's all I have, everybody. thank you for joining me. Thank those of you who have been sending donations to help with the dogs. I did pick up another bag of dog food today to make sure that I'm backed up on dog food just in case something happens. And I picked up some more dog treats. And I don't like to give them too much of the rawhide. I give them the small bones. They chew on those for 40 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. And that's good. I don't want them gulping stuff like that down because it sits in their stomach too long. Other than that, everything's fine. And here's the 3 just moving around. So I'm not probably going to end up keeping Dog, Gillis over there, the Dobie. Anybody interested in him or Blackbeard here, let me know. And I'll be glad to set up something to where you can pick them up and give them a good forever home. G-Bear, reminding you, thumbs up down there. Don't forget to share and subscribe. And signing off.